Today we will talk about one of the most important topics in data protection law, principles of GDPR. GDPR, these are not just theoretical concepts, they are legal backbone that governs every single piece of personal data your organization processes. Let's start with the legal foundation. Article 5 of GDPR establishes 6 core principles in paragraph 1 plus the overarching accountability principle in paragraph 2, creating 7 fundamental requirements. Every organization must comply with all 7 principles simultaneously. They represent a fundamental shift in how we think about personal data. Before GDPR, many data protection laws focused on notification and registration. GDPR flipped this approach, making that the principles the central requirement with accountability. The European Data Protection Board has made it clear in their guidance that these principles work as an interconnected system. You can't achieve true GDPR compliance by focusing on just one or two. They must all implement it together. Lawfulness, fairness, and transparency. The first principle actually contains 3 distinct requirements, and this is where many organizations stumble. Lawfulness means you must have valid legal basis under Article 6 before you start processing. This is not optional, but here's what many people miss. Having a legal basis doesn't automatically make your processing fair or transparent. Fairness is about the data subject reasonable expectations. For example, using someone emails to send marketing emails when they only provide for account recovery would likely be unfair. Even with broad consent, transparency requires clear, understandable information about your processing. This goes beyond just having a privacy notice. It means ensuring data subject understands what you are doing with their data. Recital 39 emphasizes that transparency should be meaningful, not just technical compliance. Article 5(1)(b) requires that personal data be collected for specified, explicit, and legitimate purposes and not further processed in a manner incompatible with those purposes. Let me give you a real world example. If you collect customer email addresses for order confirmation, you cannot later use those same email addresses for marketing campaigns without establishing a new legal basis and ensuring compatibility. The GDPR does allow for compatible further processing, but this requires careful assessment under Article 6.4. Article 5(1)(c) requires that personal data be adequate, relevant, and limited to what is necessary for purpose of processing. Think of it as Goldilocks principle: not too much, not too little, but just right. Adequate mean you have enough data to achieve your purpose. Relevant mean data directly relates to that purpose. Limited mean you don't collect extra data just in case you might need it later. The principle focuses organizations to think critically about their data collection practices. The lengthy registration forms asking for phone number, addresses, and occupation, unless you can justify why each field is necessary for your specific purpose, you are likely violating data minimization. As your purposes are fulfilled, you should regularly review whether you still need all personal data that you are holding. Under Article 5(1)(b) creates an ongoing obligation that ensures personal data is accurate and kept up to date. It's not about just having correct information initially. You must take reasonable steps to ensure inaccurate data is erased or rectified without delay. This connects directly to data subject rights, the right to rectification under Article 16. When someone tells you their information is wrong, you can't just ignore it. You have legal obligation to investigate and correct that error. Reasonable steps requirement is risk-based. If you are processing health data for medical treatment, your accuracy obligation are much higher than if you are processing the data for newsletter subscription. The potential impact of inaccurate data should drive your accuracy measure. Article 5(1)(e) requires that personal data be kept only if as long as necessary for the purpose of processing. The principle forces organization to think about data retention from the very beginning of processing, not as an afterthought. The key phrase is no longer than necessary. This means you need clear documented retention period tied to your processing purposes. When the purpose is fulfilled, the businesses need to disappear. The data should be securely deleted or anonymized. The principle also connects to data subject rights. The security principle under Article 5(1)(f) requires appropriate technical and organizational measures to protect personal data against unauthorized processing, accidental loss, destruction, or damage. This principle works hand in hand with Article 32, more detailed security requirement. The key word here is appropriate. Your security measures must match with the risk level. Processing basic contact information for a newsletter requires different security measures than processing financial data or health records. This principle also emphasizes that security is not about just technology. Organizational measures like staff training, access control, and incident response are equally important. The integrity aspect means ensuring data is not altered, corrupted, while confidentiality means protecting against unauthorized access. In Article 5 is perhaps the most transformative principle in GDPR. This is not enough to comply with all other 6 principles. You must able to demonstrate your compliance. Recital 85 makes clear that this includes implementing appropriate technical and organizational measures and maintaining documentation to demonstrate the compliance. Accountability is proactive, not reactive. You can't wait for complaint or investigations to start gathering in evidence of compliance. You need policies, procedures, training records, audit reports, and other documentation to show ongoing process to achieve GDPR principles. This principle also drives many other GDPR requirements. They are interconnected and mutually and reinforcing. For example, data minimization supports storage limitation. If you collect less data, there is less to retain and delete. Transparency supports fairness. Clear information helps ensures processing meets reasonable expectation. The European Data Protection Board has emphasizes in their guidelines for 2019 that an organization must consider all principles together when designing processing activities. A privacy impact assessment, for instance, should evaluate compliance when all 7 principles, not just security or lawfulness. This interconnected approach means strong compliance requires full data protection. So how do you put these principles into practice? Every new processing activity should be evaluated against all 7 principles before it begins. Develop clear policies that translate these principles into actionable requirements for your organization. Provide regular training to ensure all staff understand not just these principal requirements but why they matters for data subject and your organization. Implement regular auditing processes to check ongoing compliance. The accountability principle means you need evidence that you are meeting these requirements consistently over time. And most importantly, make these principles part of your organizational culture, not just legal compliance. When teams naturally think about data minimization, transparency, and security in their daily work, compliance becomes more and more sustainable. Mastering these 7 principles is essential.